When I was young, I didn't know the value of education. I don't know anything about education. My friends that we grew up together, they were following their dads to fishing, while my parents were forcing me with cane to go to school. And I thought they were doing bad to me by forcing me to go to school. When I finished my secondary school, I sit down myself and think about that. What can I do? What can I give back to my community? In the year 2009, that was when I started school. And we started with 64 children. But right now, we have 218 children in school, and we have 265 children in college.
The first time I met Noah was about 10 years ago. He had set up this school for the children in his community. And 10 years ago, it was a ramshackle, assembly of woods. But here we are, when we got back this time, the school was looking better. And so I decided I would do a story around him. Because obviously, even though the school was looking better, they still had a lot of challenges. So we wanted to make a film and use that film as a tool, as a vehicle to get support for what he's doing. So we spent a week there, made the film, and then I think I showed a clip of the film to a friend of mine called Adobe.
I came back to Nigeria at a time when COVID had just hit, and I really felt desperate to do something. Actually, I got to hear about Joel after he won in the Venice Film Festival for the VR movie on Chibok girls. I became fascinated by the work he does. And he told me about Makoko and some of the things he was doing with Noah and members of the community. And I thought, well, what could I do that I didn't need government, I didn't need an organization. I wanted to do something that I could get up on my own and do something I was in control of.
And she said, what would you like to do? I said, well, one of the things that I noticed was that when we were filming there, they had this really big, loud generator. And the kids were screaming at the top of their voices to be heard. And I think that maybe we can do something about the power situation there. And Adobe said to me, it's a done deal.
This is why we're doing this. This is why we're doing this. Yes. So these kids have an appetite for learning, and then because of COVID, nothing. And then we sat back, Joel and I talked, and we said, well, solar is nice, they have light, which is great, but during the day we have light. What more can we do?
And we agreed that, hey, look, maybe it might be better to not just install solar, but also install smart TVs and install internet. So that way, the children in the community who don't have access to, online educational resources can be able to go online, because that's what every other kid, at least the privileged ones, that's what they are doing right now. Whilst we were doing that, Noah on his own hand had already made some arrangements and bought some radios, which we're going to be giving out to the kids in senior primary so that they could listen to radio programs. So we now said, okay, fine. So while the kids have access to the radio, the ones in senior primary, let the ones in nursery be able to watch things on TV. And really that's how the whole project just came together.
I'm very, very happy to see all the changes because I think this is the first solar panel we have within this vicinity. When we started this school, I didn't believe that we would have a solar panel. I didn't believe that we would have a smart TV. And I feel very, very happy. And not only me, the entire community.
Today, the Lula Utro, Ejibody, do meden do anka fo mbe women to dada ole pero takun o ya takun le do se video egbe ojo video lo ye fi ye ni jonu meden do adugbo ire de bi ma to bi wo mele ye mo lo wo mele da gba wo.
I really believe that the more you give, the more you get. I think one of the most powerful things that happened to me today and through all this is the way these children prayed for me. It just taught me that we can do so much with so little, but the benefits you reap, you're going to get it back. And I'm just really looking forward to seeing these kids grow, this community. Noah has promised me that if I come back here 5 years from now, all of this will still be here, maybe even better. And for me, that's really the joy, the ability to give in such a way that you can touch and feel and see the impact.
I believe that every child has a right to an education, regardless of wherever they are. And at a time when you have hundreds of millions of kids out of school as a result of the lockdown, kids from poor communities like Makoko are at a higher risk. And so I think that this intervention that we have done in Makoko will go a long way to providing access, to educational material online. For me, this is a true example of how you can use films for impact.